Hello everybody, I'm Raphael Perry and it's time for some more Monomyth. Now, I'm not even going to repair any equipment at the start of this episode, because I'm going to generally be avoiding monsters. I'm not going to be avoiding danger. That's just going to happen. First off, I'm going to do a good deed. This episode is not entirely blind for a number of reasons, chiefly among which the fact that it's been so long since I last recorded this game, and I'm fully blaming the 12 days of YouTube for that, which is entirely my own fault, that I had forgotten where I wanted to go.
Greetings to you.
Please, just a sip of water. I'm dying of thirst. I'm terribly sorry, I don't have any water on me. Ah, you cheapskate. This is the beggar. We can give the beggar things that he will ask for. He will ask for water, and then he will ask for a number of items of food. All of which we will need to cook for him. He will be incapable of physically walking over to this fire and cooking the food himself once we are out of earshot and out of eyesight. Now, in case you were wondering how we can get a bottle of water, exactly the same way we get our potions. However, if we fill up a magic flask at one of these magic fountains, the water inside it cannot be used as normal water to fill our flask. We will have to go elsewhere for that. And so I will head back out to the Lysandrian Heartlands to see if I can also replenish a red flask or two. Doing so should also bring me fairly close to where I can fill a flask of water. Now, once we have brought all of the items that the beggar requires, he will ask for money. If we give him money, he will give us a key to the cellar of the cathedral and tell us that he saw monks taking one of these seals into the cellar below the cathedral. There is no cellar below the cathedral. We can spend as long looking for a door the key works on all over every map in the game and we will not find it. It is not currently available. That is an end to current content. However, in the meantime, the seals have been placed outside this inaccessible cathedral cellar. I don't know if it doesn't exist yet or if it is just locked off. But for now, you may recall the amount of times I first came here and did not cross that wooden fence. Because, obviously, I could not see a way of getting back. There is a way to return. So let's go and enjoy the rewards of exploration with a leap, and then we'll take another little jump over the fence. Landing was not kind. We get some more ancient moth dust and leather boots. Now, these leather boots are better than the fancy noble shoes. We will put them on immediately. And now here is a wooden crate which allows us to clamber back over the fence. Now, are we going out or up? If we go out, that is a broken bridge. That requires an unpleasant jump, and we don't need to be there. We need to be over this area. I'm going to mark something here, and I'm going to call it death. Because currently, the two seals are in two powerful mini-dungeons. One is here, it's horrible, I don't want to go there. The other one is in the sewers underneath the castle. I will be going back there. But first off, I want to go back to the red healing fountain over here. Which means, yes, I'm staying this side and taking the big metal drawbridge. For now, I'm going to avoid my heavy armor and weaponry because each of those mini dungeons is a puzzle dungeon with no monsters. That does not mean that it is completely safe and there is no damage. There is plenty of harm waiting for us in those mini dungeons. One of them contains one of the seals. The other appears to contain the second seal, but well, fourth seal. But for now, I'll just go for the one I know how to get. And while I know how to get it, I also know how positively painful that's going to be. Where is the water trough? It's near here, isn't it? It is up here by this bridge. By the chapel. Okay, so I should be able to stop by there and get a flask of water on the way back and wash my bandages while I'm at it. I will, of course, kindly wash the bandage after. Okay. And I'm just going to use my last candle to light my way in here. Here we are. Let's have a healing flask. And while I'm at it, is there a way that this can lead me back to water? And can I just use the well? I can use the well. Excellent. That saves me some trouble. In which case I would like to return to the chapel. I don't need to go there now, do I? In the chapel, Farmer Lloyd has magically reappeared in the chapel, even though he's also back at his farm. There are also a few doors that have closed again. This is because of the patch. It's bizarre that he's now in two places, and I'm pretty sure it's unintended. And we have a sewer to revisit. Which means I should get my light spell ready. Now I am a lightly armoured wizard, wearing simple... I mean, I presume it's boiled leather. Looks a bit like brigandine, actually, so there might be some rivets, reinforcements, small metal plates inside. This does look a bit silly, though. I should go around back to menacing everyone with my weapon and shield, surely. Let's not do that just yet. So we did find the large doors down in the sewer leading to this dungeon, and I forgot they were down there. I'll be completely honest with you, I recorded a lengthy period tonight of myself trying to rediscover the location of that dungeon and failing because I was in the wrong area. I was back out there in the Lysandrian Heartlands instead of down in the sewer. And while the sewer has a great many entrances, I can at least remember the location of this one and reach it fairly easily. Also, this takes me back to... I didn't wash my bandages, did I? Okay. Well, never mind. I'm going to need so much healing and I might not have enough.
Greetings to you.
Please, just a sip of water. I'm dying of thirst. Here, take this bottle of water, good man. Oh, thank you very much. You are too generous. Farewell for now. I'll be back later. Now, it's worth reminding myself that the patch that will unlock the mines is due to drop sometime this month. Alright. I'm wanting to go this way. Slime monster. I should probably try and kill it for the experience at some point. Oh, hey. Maybe we should be ready to fight after all. It would seem there are plenty of rats down in the sewer. Although now they don't drop money. There we are. Dead rat. Now has no treasure. And as long as it's only the rats that replenish their numbers, I am quite happy with that. If the fishmen were to return, that would be nasty. Oh, speaking of which, if we go in with heavy explosives through the other sewer entrance and blast our way through the room with about 4 slime monsters in it, the next room has 2 fishmen in very close proximity who will absolutely murder us. You are moving, slime. Well then. Perhaps I should do something about that, in the interest of getting some experience points and going... Okay, what you got? Money. Well, I want to get out of here and... Alright. Let's attempt to summon food. We know this is risky, because sometimes it either doesn't appear or just drops through the floor or something. We get bread. Excellent. We shall eat the bread. Might as well use a bandage as well. And now we are ill-equipped. Okay. Yes, we're wanting to go this way. For our journey into the sewers. Nope, that's the wrong way. That's the way we wish to go. And while we have had a hard time fighting yet another slime monster, it is experience points well gained. It's finally pushed us over the 3,000 limit. We've got a long way to go till 4,900. And it's going to be a little rough at times. There is one part of the upcoming dungeon we simply may not be able to handle, and I might need to go back to the castle to resupply. Needing to use 2 healing potions and a bandage there has really harmed our case. Now, here is a vast gate. Let us enter into it. It is entirely possible that this is the cathedral cellar, although extremely unlikely, and that the key we can gain from the beggar will unlock this in the future. For now, though, the key does nothing. There is a treasure chest and a pressure plate on the floor. The chest is empty. In this chamber is some kind of magical banner, beyond which we can see a podium with something like a book placed upon it. There are exits to the right, the left, and straight ahead. For now, we shall go left. We've hit a T-junction. We've got a gate that is open. And one that is closed. We shall be returning through this one once we have completed our task here. So we got ourselves a nice water fountain. Let's drink from that. And writing on the wall. Three saviours stand, two on one side. One stands alone with fate to decide. Okay. Three saviours stand, two on one side. One stands alone with fate to decide. We've got side and decide is a bit of a rhyme. Now, this is where it gets fun. We've got a lever, and pulling it opens this chamber. Now, there is a crystal in some kind of claw-shaped foothold, and 6 levers. Now, I'm going to do what I did first time, because nothing happens until I can pull as many levers as I want, and it will do nothing. They're all stuck until I do this, and this now expands. So I'm just going to go activate these 2, because I just thought if it's 2 and 1, we'll put 1 in the middle and the other 2 at the other ends. And this goes down. It stops expanding, and the gateway opens. I do not know if other combinations of levers are correct. And here in this chamber is a glowing button with a piece of something like Celtic knotwork upon it. I'm not going to interact with that just yet. Over here is a locked portcullis. When I press the button, the portcullis will open, but only for a limited time. Let's run. And because we got through it in time, it does not close. While there is no visible effect, pressing the magic button has weakened this magical barrier. There are 3 buttons which must be pressed to completely remove this barrier. And that is our objective in this area. I do not know if we are gaining experience points for completing the puzzles. It would appear not, sadly. Now, for the remainder of this area, we will want to be light on our feet. Extremely light on our feet. So here we go. Once again, locked gateway, open gateway. We go in through the open gateway and return through this one. Now, as we can see, there are 2 columns of fiery energy that burn and cause significant harm in this area. There is also a maze of metal grills and empty pathways. There are also, if I can just pop along here and show you, there's a treasure chest there. We can see the chest. There are actually a great number of chests in this maze. Every chest is in a dead end. Every chest is empty. And attempting to fiddle with a chest in any way is an invitation to receive great burning damage from the pillars of fiery death. What we need to do, and I'm just going to replenish some magical energy here, is dash through the maze without taking any damage whatsoever, and without attempting to... oh shit. And without attempting to open any chests. And here is a button. We press the button. Whoa. The portcullis is opened, and we return back to the central area, where once again the barrier has been weakened. We now see that this book-like thing has a triangular back, a bit like an old television. And then we see death itself. So, we have a central chamber with a magical barrier that blocks the doorway. The magical barrier is opened by going around this external corridor that goes on all four sides, through the flamethrowers, through the columns of red burning death, and taking an insane amount of damage. I'm going to just nip into this alcove here and pull this lever. Now, if I stand here when I pull the lever, I will be stuck, so I will not do so. So far so good, and so far so saving. We'll just call this one magic traps. I shall wait for it to return, and then run into here. I think I got away with minor burn damage. Let us activate this lever. There is a third one on the southern side. Run like fuck! Oh my god, okay. And we will activate a great number of healing items. First off, I'm going to pull this lever while we're here. We're doing very well. We've pulled 3 levers and we've seen no progress whatsoever. That's okay for this area. You don't tend to see the progress until you've done all parts of the thing. Speaking of which... Ooh. So, I would presume this 1, 2, 3 gates are controlled by the 3 levers we have activated. And we're not out of the woods yet. The magical barrier here has been dispelled, but the red pillars of burning death still patrol the external area. And before pressing that button, I would just like to look around here and enjoy this crate. There is a gold jeweled bracelet there. We'll take that as a reward for our pain and hardships. Still no experience points yet, but perhaps completing all the puzzles in the area will help fix that. I have now pressed the button, and I also require healing. At this point, I'm going to wait for this one to go back. The 4 corridors overlap with slight alcoves at the end, which you can use to retreat into, but... there we go, we're back out. And now the magical barrier has been removed completely, allowing us to claim our prize. The Hellas seal. Now the final seal lies within a dungeon similar to this one, but much nastier. We've been there before. It's the one that I would like to mark on my map here, that I've marked as death. It is not a fun place to go. I haven't completed it. It seems to involve some evil, insane platforming from hell, designed to truly test my patience. In the meantime, however, why don't we just head back up to the castle and greet the beggar once again. In the other dungeon, we'll probably also want to be pretty light on our feet. I'm trying to avoid going too close. One. I have a horrible feeling that might be, the other sewer entrance over that way. Up we go. Well. Back in the cellar of the tavern, which, if I'm not very much mistaken, is quite close to the beggar's location.
Dangerous times indeed.
Let's head outside, and we now have 2 of the 3 keys required to open that magical barrier.
All in a day's work.
Let us see what the beggar requires of us this time. You're an arsehole, guard.
No.
Deal with it.
Hail Hadrius!
Oh, how painful is the memory of a better life. I used to live by a small river that has long since dried up. There I caught the best fish, and how I feasted on it. If only I could relive the memory. A small bite of grilled cave trout would be enough.
Well, fortunately, I have one on me. Here. Take this grilled fish.
Oh, thank you very, very much. You are too generous.
Is there anything else I can
Greetings,
help you
outsider.
with?
Oh, thank you very much for your kindness. You are the most kind soul I've encountered in many years. To celebrate, I could use a sip of ale.
You know what? I'll see if I can get some. It's relatively nearby. I don't seem to have any on me at the moment, but they've got to have some for sale here, right? You're a pub, you serve drinks. I'm not going to steal one.
Greetings, outsider.
Welcome to the drain, outsider. Ale is 110. If you got a room, you got to look elsewhere.
Right, well, let's get
Let's
a
see what
bottle
you
of ale
have.
then. I only want one. Yeah, one.
Anytime. Take care.
I'm being cautious to avoid using any consumables at the moment because our beggar friend may require them. For now, though, I'm quite pleased to have recovered one of the keys. Let's just call them keys for now. One of the key items. You can fuck off, arsehole. And the other one, not looking
Greetings to
forward
you.
to be honest. Here, take this bottle of ale.
Oh, thank you very, very much. You're too generous.
Yeah, I bet I am. What
Thanks
else
to
are
you.
you after? 3 pieces of silver? Oh, have they patched what he asks for to make it less... There we go.
Seriously? I mean, thank you very much. Very, very much. Oh, maybe I should give you something for your trouble, or people will say I owe you. Here, take this key. It belongs to one of the priests of the Seventh Oath. He dropped it. I saw them carrying a green seal stone into the cathedral a while ago. Maybe it's worth something, but you didn't get that from me, understood? Understood. Thank you very much, and farewell. So we now have the cathedral cellar key, which unlocks absolutely nothing and nowhere at the moment. Although I should remind myself that the patch that unlocks the mines is coming out soon. Also, by the way, there's some sort of hole in the level there where we can see some sort of outer reality. I believe that's the only place in the game, but maybe that's something that should be fixed at some point in the future. Right, so what I'm going to do is try to summon some food. Try to summon some food again. Oh, light spell. Right. I'm going to use the mana font to replenish my health. Okay, King's Herb. I'll take it. Didn't know that counted as food, but there we go. I suppose we can eat it after all. We'll consume from the fountain. And perhaps I should do a little bit of mending my gear, as there is a hostile foe in the other mini dungeon. Alright. Shield on the forge. Can I get my mace on there as well? I can. Excellent. Right, let's pop this over here and go mend it. So, at this point, I'm not looking forwards to the other puzzle dungeon. It seems to be of a similar vein, but more extreme, and with illegal levels of platforming required to even stand a chance of success. I feel hostile towards it, extremely unhappy, and it's gonna be hell. I should probably invest... Look, are you mended or what? In some severe jumping supplies. For which I would probably need to visit the alchemist. Go. Can you... Oh, you're kidding. Okay. I also imagine the blacksmith isn't going to be upgrading his wares anytime soon. Or possibly even ever. He might do so when we gain a level, but that didn't seem to affect it last time. Oh, it's gone from red hot to almost white hot to that yellowy in between stage, which doesn't actually have a name. Look, you finally. Okay, this is all fixed up. And you know what? Since we used the fountain, we might as well wash our bandage in it.
Okay, well, we'll use it again. We have plenty of flasks to refill after all. Here we go. Our bandage is now washed. Our bread is not cooked. Okay. Okay, I think a patch has definitely modified what the beggar asks for. But that's okay. Where next for Death Mini Dungeon? I suppose I should save that for another episode of Puzzling Hell. Can't say I'm looking forward to it. Can say I'd like to go and refill my 2 red healing potions, however. But that can all wait for another episode. I'll just get out of the castle and back into the little fortress. You know what? No, sod it. I'll go back to the chapel. Because that does something, right? That gets some sense of achievement. Oh, wait. Haha! 200 experience. Probably for completing all those puzzles. Not looking forward to the next area, which seems to involve a monster that will kill me if it detects me at all. A obscene jumping platforming puzzle that is just should be illegal. Oh, right. I might want magical supplies for that. I'll get back inside the castle then. And that does give me a reason to end the episode at this location. Alright then. Well, in that case, I hope you've all enjoyed this episode, and I'll look forward to seeing you all in the next one. I'll say goodbye for now though, and cheerio everyone. Let's hope I can cope with that evil dungeon next time. Goodbye.